hit deep and hard, deep into the other court and hard. And, she did that all night long. Just get up and just wail on the ball. And then she had some blocks at 5-6. The other one I was impressed with, of course, the two that you, the setter. You can tell that she's just so experienced. Kira Ostrom just did a nice job of distributing the ball to quite a few hitters. But then she's also an effective hitter and blocker when she's in front row.
Yeah, she had, by my count, from that setter spot, had 3 clean kills as well as an ace block to go along with all the set assists. And, what really stood out to me, Connie, was the longer the rally went, the better Burwell tended to do. Those rallies that got extended, I would bet Burwell won 4 out of 5 of those longer rallies.
It's what we call termination factor. How long can you keep the ball in play before your opponent makes a mistake? Or how long can you keep the ball in play until you have a kill? And Burwell just plays excellent defense. They just pass the ball well, they ball handle well, and, don't really make a lot of mistakes ball handling.
North Central had some bright spots. Was really impressed. My first look at sophomore setter Addie Anderson. She really has a nice job as the floor general for North Central, taking over full-time setter duties this year. She kind of shared that role last year as a freshman, but boy, she really has a command of that offense for North Central. She was pushing the ball left and right, getting all of her hitters involved, whether it was a back set, whether it was setting it up in the middle for Halleck, pushing it left to Cosgrove, or using her offense as well, as she had a couple of successful setter dumps. And then Brielle Businger, she's been a stalwart back there for North Central at that libero spot. And you got to watch her, because it's probably more than 50% of the time she's playing that ball from that up pass as opposed to your traditional arms lowered pass. And that's tough to do without making that double contact.
You have to have strong hands, strong fingers. Yeah, it's what we call an overhead pass, because she's passing it with her hands over her head. And, it's always dangerous to do that on serve receive, but she's strong enough that she can do that. And the advantage of that is it makes a quicker pass to the setter. So then North Central can run a quicker offense.
Well, I was impressed with Halleck when she had opportunity. She was facing a double block for most of that match there in the middle. And I thought Burwell really had a nice blocking match against Cosgrove, as they watched some film on North Central last week against Ainsworth, obviously, as Cosgrove was in double digits in kills, and they had 2 blockers basically ready to go over to that left pin for North Central, the right side defense for Burwell, and they touched a lot of the swings that were made by Cosgrove in this one. She finished with just 3 kills. A lot of that was due to the blocking attention. And then offensively for Burwell, it was using that short cut shot into the front left portion of the North Central defense. It was really a difference maker. Knights cleaned it up a little bit more in the second set, but Burwell still went back to it a couple times after they exploited that portion of the floor extensively in the first set.
Yeah, and what makes that floor open there is because your left side player on defense drops off to cover a tip or something, or when they transition to hit, then they don't get back to what we call their base position, and so then that left that corner wide open. And give Burwell credit for their hitters to be able to look and see that hole and then hit that hole.
Well, Burwell controls the advantage in about every stat that I track anyway, as I had the Longhorns with 20 kills to 19 for the Knights. Burwell with 3 ace blocks, North Central with none, and Burwell with 4 ace serves, North Central with 3. Knights had 5 service errors, Burwell with 3. And anytime, Connie, I think if you have more ace serves than you do service errors, that's a stat that coaches like to see.
That's right. I mean, if it's 1-to-1, give me an ace, give me an error, but let's try to have less errors than aces. Yes.
Individually, the Longhorns and Knights both spread it out, as the Longhorns had 6 different players with at least 2 kills. The Knights had 7 players record a kill in the match. Burwell led by Nakia Williams and Jenna Schott, the 2 seniors, 5 kills each. It was 3 for setter Kira Ostrom and 3 off the bench for Zakia Daw, the senior. It was 2 kills each for Cora Gideon and Shaylee Hunt. Jenna Schott had 2 of the 3 Burwell blocks. Ostrom with the other. And it was 2 ace serves for Nakia Williams. Both those came after the serve clipped the tape and went across. And it was 1 ace serve for Cora Gideon, 1 for Kiera Ostrom. For the North Central Knights, they were led by Jenna Halleck with 6 kills for the 6-foot senior middle. 3 apiece for Brooklyn Buell and Allie Cosgrove on the outside, and 3 for Mackenzie Arnhold in the middle. All 3 of her kills came in the second set. Off the bench, middle, McKenna Witzke, the junior, had 1, and it was Cambry Smith on the right side with 1 kill for North Central. Jenna Rutar off the bench had 2 of the 3 North Central ace serves. The other one belonged to Allie Cosgrove. That is your Tri-County Bank end of the match summary here on KBRB. Well, are you renovation ready? Did you know you can use your home's equity for that special project? At the Tri-County Bank, they'll help transition your hard-earned home equity into secured financing for a variety of needs. Stop by the Tri-County Bank branches in Stewart, Atkinson, Bassett, or O'Neill, or you can go online, tcbhomemortgage.com, to get started. The Tri-County Bank Home Mortgage Team, building your future together. They are member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Well, we'll wait till the end of our 3 matches tonight and award first-class auto performances of the night for all 3 of these teams. It was Burwell with a 25-21, 25-17 sweep of North Central here in match number 1 of this triangular. Longhorns will stay on the floor and take on the West Holt Huskies. As Burwell at 2-0 now. Huskies 0-2 will have their first match of the triangular. So we'll take a quick break, and we will come back with more from Rock County High School in this volleyball triangular on KBRB. Again, coming up next hour or later, we're just approaching that 6 o'clock hour. So 6:30, we'll have our Coach's Corner over on FM 92 and KBRB.net. You'll hear from Stewart coach Colin Sherman and the Sumner Eddyville Miller football coach talking with Cody ahead of that matchup. And then Cody Gucci, Steve Camp will have the call from Stewart Park as the Broncos will get their 6-man football season underway tonight with a 7 o'clock kickoff against 0-1 Sumner Eddyville Miller. So that's over on FM 92. We will take a break, and when we come back, we'll introduce you to the West Holt Huskies, getting set to take on the Burwell Longhorns here from Rock County High School.
Tires you deserve from people you can trust. At Rock County Tire, their sales and service team go above and beyond to help you with your tire needs. For complete tire service from start to finish, call on Rock County Tire in Bassett. Phone 402-684-2200.
Springview Implement and Supply, Troy Cook, for all your hardware, plumbing, and electrical supplies, and ranch, farm, and commercial welding. Troy Cook of Springview Implement and Supply, 1 block west of the flashing light in Springview. Proud to support the North Central Knights.
Buckley Steel Incorporated of Ainsworth. Not only do they offer complete metal building construction for your every need, they also supply your crane needs with their 28-ton crane that can reach 152 feet with just a 15-minute setup. That's Buckley Steel of Ainsworth.
Doing what's right yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Investing in our local communities is not a one-and-done project. At DJW, LLC, and Sandhills Elite Genetics, they take their responsibility to produce safe food seriously, doing their best for people, pigs, and producers. Plan for life with Peterson Asset Protection Group in Ainsworth. Kirk Peterson offers life insurance, annuities, investment products, retirement planning, estate planning, and long-term care insurance. Phone 402-519-0330. Better health care for your family. Dr. John Tubbs, Dr. Joel Welsons, along with Tara Swanson, FNPC, and PhD's Erica Tubbs, Jeannie Lively, and Amelia Shane are committed to staying on the leading edge of healthcare, providing the highest quality care in a personalized, compassionate environment. Their clinics encompass a full range of services as they focus on the total health and well-being of every patient. Greater Sandhills Family Health Care in Stewart, Atkinson, and Bassett.
When you need a fun thought at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in the Conquest and roll on.
Ainsworth Auto Parts Carquest Store, East Highway 20 in Ainsworth. Great people, great products, great prices.
Put your project in good hands with John Furno Construction, offering complete general contracting services, home renos, window installs, siding, roofing, decks, new builds, you name it. Call on John Furno Construction at 402-382-8093.
Ainsworth Vision Clinic. Dr. Kathy Heinrich serves this area with complete professional eye care. Vision care is available now from 8 a.m. to noon and 1 to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 8 to noon on Friday in Ainsworth. With Dr. Kathy Heinrich at Ainsworth Vision Clinic. Call 402-387-1531 for an appointment.
After the game, stop in where your friends are. Kick back and catch a draft at the 402 Bar in Ainsworth. Doors open at 5 Tuesday through Saturday. Premium liquor, bottled Nebraska-based brews, and craft beers on tap. Fine wines and Kyle's Cocktail Mixology. Let the good vibes roll.
For all of your livestock or grain hauling needs, call on Thad Jones Trucking of Ainsworth. Well-maintained trucks and trailers, skilled, reliable, and experienced drivers. Thad Jones Trucking. Phone 402-760-1964.
Hi, this is April Dexter. This is Amy Rentschler.
This is John Gospel.
And this is Dr. Samantha Scholes with West Holt Medical Services. We'd like to remind everyone that you can come to West Holt Medical Services for health care for your whole family. With a primary care clinic open 5 days a week, visiting specialists nearly every day, and a top-notch therapy and rehab facility, we have you covered for whatever comes up. Visit www.westholtmed.org for more information, or to schedule an appointment, call 402-925-2811 today.
And we welcome you back here to Rock County High School for this high school volleyball triangular on KBRB, AM 14, FM 106.3. And those listening on the web, kbrb.net, as we are getting set for match number 2. The Burwell Longhorns off a 25-21, 25-17 victory over North Central, getting ready to take on the 0-2 West Holt Huskies. We had West Holt on the air last week at this time for a triangular at home, where they dropped a 2-set match to a pretty veteran Elkhorn Valley team, and then lost a 3-setter to Summerlin. So the Huskies looking for their first win. Have a pretty young team, do the Huskies, with a mix of just one senior in there who will get the start in this one. But it will be the Huskies and the Longhorns. Longhorns now 2-0. And the Huskies at 0-2. West Holt taking its warm-ups. We're about 6 minutes away from the introduction of the starting lineups. And more volleyball here tonight. Football coming up over on 92.7 KBRB.net as Cody Gucci and Steve Camp will have the Stewart Broncos in their 6-man season opener, taking on an 0-1 Sumner Eddyville Miller team that put up 80 points and set a couple of state records in 6-man last week in a 101-80 loss to Arthur County. That game, I believe, Cody said today, set a 6-man record for total points. And Sumner Eddyville Miller had a receiver set a single game receptions and yardage mark as 15 catches, almost 300 yards for Sumner Eddyville Miller receiver as they went mainly to the air, scoring 80 points against Arthur County in a losing effort. So you'll want to tune in for some fireworks on the 6-man field there at Stewart Park tonight on FM 92. But we hope you'll enjoy the volleyball broadcast on KBRB this evening as we bring back in Connie Lentz. And, well, Connie, I got my first look at West Holt last week. They're a younger team. They're a little undersized. They don't really have that height that you'd look for at the net. A couple things the Huskies did very well in those losses last week is they served the ball well, and they really serve-received well. Again, they struggled a little bit putting clean kills together with some undersized and younger girls up there, but they really served it well, and they handled the other team's serve well.
Well, those are two critical points right there that every volleyball coach will tell you. That's the keys to the game is serving and passing. Even Karch Karai on the U.S. Olympic team preached that all of the Olympics on the USA to the gold medal. It was serving and serve receive.
Well, you hear Coach John Cook talk about that constantly, serve, receive, as those potent offenses can't get anything done if they're scrambling out of system and are predictable in the offenses when you get to that level. So, West Holt's going to have to play pretty clean volleyball. They'll have to avoid the hitting errors, try to extend some points, see if Burwell will make a few mistakes on their attacking, because Burwell, as we saw in that first match, has a lot of firepower.
They do, and ball handling. I mean, they only have two people in the back row most of the time playing defense, but their libero, I would say she covers 3/4 of the back row back there. She takes a lot of ground for them.
Well, we're about 3 minutes away from the start. Let's introduce you to the starting lineups for match number 2 of this triangular. Best 2 of 3 to 25 points will be 3 sets in this triangular. And lineups again brought to you by Three River, your area technology and telecommunications leader. And let's start with the Burwell Longhorns, winners over North Central 25-21, 25-17 in match 1 to go to 2-0. The Longhorns will start at the setter spot, a good one. Number 5, Kiera Ostrom, 5'7" senior. On the outside will be number 1, Cora Gideon, a 5'6" junior. In the middle, number 2, Nakia Williams, a 5'10" senior. On the outside, on the middle is Shaylee Hunt. In the other rotation, 5'9" and a sophomore. On the outside, number 7, Caitlin Simpson, a 5'9" freshman. And number 9 on the outside, Jenna Schott, a 5'8" senior. The libero for the Longhorns, number 0, Katie Hughes, 5'4", and a sophomore. Lineups brought to you by Three River. The digital age is here, and Three River Communications is investing in your community to bring a fiber optic network to handle the high demands for internet, television, and home phone service in north central Nebraska. Fiber is cutting-edge technology that provides the most advanced way to transfer large amounts of data in a reliable, secure, and affordable way. Residential fiber starts at just $39.95 a month with speeds up to 1 gigabyte. Three River Communications continues to be your communications leader, serving this area for more than 60 years. You can find out more about that fiber service that's available now at threeriver.net. Now the starting lineup for the 0-2 West Holt Huskies, coached this season by Katie Boniface, assisted by Laura Olson, and Stewart standout Haley Paxton now assisting with the West Holt Husky volleyball program, teaching there. I believe Haley was part of that Bronco team that finished as the state runners-up one of my first years back here at KBRB. Got to watch them in a fantastic championship match in D2 at the in the Devaney Center, I believe, against Sterling. But Haley now coaching as an assistant for this West Holt Husky team. Huskies will start at the setter spot, number 6, Lainey Smith, 5'6", and a sophomore. Hitting tonight, number 2, Courtney Kellner, 5'7" and a senior, the only senior on the West Holt roster. Number 8 is Emily Walnoffer, 5'7" and a junior. Number 12 had a really nice match Thursday, especially at the service line, Olivia McKeel, the 5'6" sophomore. Number 14, Macy Nemitz, 5'9" and a junior. And number 24, Lana Hui, 5'9" and a junior. The libero for West Holt is Addie Caro, a 5'1" sophomore. Those your starters for the West Holt Huskies, brought to you by Three River. Well, in that loss to Elkhorn Valley last week, Olivia McKeel had 7 kills to lead the Knights, and in the 3-set loss to Summerlin, Macy Nemitz had 8 to lead North Central. Olivia McKeel ended up with 7 ace serves in that match, including the Huskies were down to Summerlin 22-16 in the first set. McKeel rattled off a 9-point run at the service line, had 4 ace serves in that stretch, and finished with 7 in that match. So she was really good at the service line. And the Huskies will go to several different attackers. We'll see McKeel, Walnoffer, Nemitz, Lana Hui get into the mix. They had freshman Abby Davis starting last week. It does not look like she is available yet in this one, as she tweaked a knee in the second set of the first match loss to Elkhorn Valley. Well, we bring back in Connie Lentz. And Connie, after watching Burwell in that first match, West Holt's going to have its hands full at the net, so they're going to have to play pretty fundamental volleyball and just do whatever they can to keep the ball off the floor.
That's right. He is defense wins, and so dig and block and keep the ball in play and eliminate some of your errors.
Well, West Holt in their black long sleeve uniforms with the gold numbers and letters and the white stripe. Burwell will stay in their purple long sleeve uniforms, breaking down the sleeve into a lighter purple to white and black trunks with black and white highlighted numbers and letters. Longhorns will stay from the side they were when they beat North Central. They'll be going right to left from north to south, and the Huskies will be going left to right, as we call it, from south to north. Connie, did that make a difference to you, the side, did you see that your teams always were more comfortable on one side or the other? I know the only time it ever came into play was those fifth sets, but.
Perception is huge, picking up that ball against a wall, a white wall, or, North Central is serving behind the blue curtain.
The swing is from Gideon, played nicely by the Huskies. Burwell, though, controls. This one a dump try. Huskies get underneath it. Smith chases it down, but they can't get the third contact over. Little miscommunication between Walnoffer and the libero, Addie Caro, so it'll be a point for Burwell, and I believe that kill went to Shaylee Hunt as the Huskies not able to advance it. McKeel with the dig. They'll set it out left side for Kellner. Out into the middle on the shot, dug by Simpson. Right side swing, Jenna shot. That one dug by Walnoffer. Here's Macy Nemitz from the middle. Good play by Hughes to bring it up from the libero spot. Flat-footed swing for Hunt. That one dug by Caro. Back row attack for Walnoffer. Catches the tape and falls onto the Burwell side. Out of the back row, Emily Walnoffer picks up her first kill, and we are tied 1 apiece.
The tape is your friend at times.
It can be if you get enough topspin on the ball, that's for
right.
sure. So now the service leader for West Holt last week, and Olivia McKeel has the Longhorns out of system with a great jump serve. Free pass across to the Huskies. Middle, Nemitz into the donut hole with a little off-speed swing. Macy Nemitz with the kill.
We also call that campfire defense. Everybody sitting around watching the fire as
In
the
a
ball
circle, right?
drops to the floor.
Campfire defense. Another jump serve for McKeel. This one sails long for Olivia. So that will be a service error, but the Huskies get on the board. It is tied at 2 apiece. West Holt and Burwell, best 2 of 3 to 25. Gideon runs under a jump serve. Huskies out of system. Back row attack for Caro. Played across to Hughes. Ostrom pushes left to the newly entered Zakia Daw. That's off the arm of Olivia McKeel and down. Daw had a nice match off the bench in the second set to beat North Central. Had all 3 of her kills in set 2. She kicks one up there to give it a 3-2 early Burwell advantage. Good jump serve again from Gideon. Played nicely by Walnoffer. The swing from Kellner is into the net, and there is the attack error that plagued West Holt on Thursday last week. I believe they had 20 attack errors in the loss to Summerlin. Summerlin had about half that many. Serve across by Gideon, played by Walnoffer. They go to Emily. Her swing is into the net, and that will be back-to-back attack errors on West Holt, and it's a 5-2 start for the Longhorns.
Yeah, you got to find a way to get better the ball, get it over the net somehow, whether it's a down ball.
Boy, that serve had 0 spin from Gideon. Walnoffer again plays it across to Gideon. Good dig. Here's left side shot with it, and that's just a heavy ball she hits. Good play by McKeel and Smith to keep it alive. And this time they try that short corner again. Walnoffer was there. They go back to Emily. That one touched on the block and dug by Ostrom. Hughes will set it up for shot. Little roll shot dug by Caro. Smith goes middle to Nemitz. Cuts one in along the near sideline. Macy Nemitz gets her second kill. Nice cut shot out of the middle. Good set from Lainey Smith to give Nemitz her second kill. And now Nemitz heads to the service line. The 5'9 junior, one of the veteran players for this West Holt team that's pretty young. Serve played to Gideon. Ostrom goes right into the middle to Daw. Sends that one long. No touch at the net. And the Huskies back-to-back points to get back within 1 here in set 1. 5-4 Burwell. Burwell trying to get out of town with 2 wins in their pocket after the 2-set win over North Central. This one, good play by Ostrom just to get it over. She was sent scrambling. Wallnoffer loads up. Cross-court attack. This one just out on the near side. I think it was a good call right in front of us. That was in front of the back row spike line. So she cut that one to the near court. Just couldn't quite keep it in bounds. Attack error. Longhorns lead 6-4. And that's an ace serve for libero Katie Hughes as Hughes picks up the ace.
That was a bullet. I mean, that was going at top speed. Tough serve.
7-4 Longhorns. This one kind of shanked off the side of her arm and out of bounds on the far side. So follows up the ace with the service error. Each team with an early error at the service line. 7-5 Longhorns, and now Courtney Kellner to serve it away. Another heavy serve played by Gideon. Ostrom pushes left. The swing is blocked back. Williams with the had the swing blocked. And now we've got a net violation, or was it a line violation? I don't see the net moving. Must have been a line violation.
Foot fault.
Yep, on Burwell, so that'll be a point for West Holt, and the Huskies claw back within 1 at 7-6. Kellner slaps the ball, tosses it in the air, and loads one up across. Gideon plays it, back set to shot. That's blocked back. Lana Hui gets the block for North Central on the swing from Jenna Schott. First ace block of the match for the Huskies. It goes to the 5'9 junior middle, Lana Hui, and we're tied at 7. Kellner again pops the volleyball and fires it to Gideon. Schott, they go right back to her. This time pokes it over the double block. McKeel is there. They'll set up Wallnoffer. Touched on the block, dug by Schott. Ostrom goes into the middle. This one poked over and saved by Wallnoffer. Smith chases it down. Flat-footed swing for Kellner. Left side shot runs up underneath it. Good play by Kellner to run under it and get the dig. It goes across. Dump try by Ostrom. The Huskies are there. Middle. Hui off the block of Williams and down. Lana Hui with a block now gets the kill. And the Huskies have their first lead. That's a good rally, and it goes West Holt's way.
And when you're not very tall, you need to have those sets further off the net and swing hard like West Holt was doing there.
That serve into the net from Kellner, and we are knotted at 8 here in set number 1 as Jenna Schott, the 5'8 senior, to the service line for the Orange. Neither team making many substitutions. This one sends Smith scrambling, but a nice little roll shot by Hui, and it's going to lead to just a flat-footed swing from Daw, dug by Nemitz. They set up a back row for McKeel. That one brought up by Hughes. They try to back set it. Ostrom did to Williams. That time she just shot too far. That's a rare miss from the setter spot for Ostrom, as Williams was not in the spot the setter expected, and it'll be an error on the Longhorns.
Yeah, that was a tough pass. It was to the right side of the floor, and she was running away from her hitter.
This serve sent long by the Huskies. Boy, they served it very well in the 2 losses last week to Elkhorn Valley and Summerlin, but already 3 early service errors on West Holt. That is not like this Husky team. They normally serve it pretty well, but some early mistakes. Then there's an ace serve on the other side. That'll go for Caitlin Simpson. Has caught one of the West Holt players kind of in between whether to play the ball high or low. It went off of Nemitz's arms and out of bounds. Longhorns reclaim the lead at 10-9. Simpson down the line again. This time McKeel is there. Smith with a setter dump try. That one played by Simpson. They go right back to that slide with Williams. Kellner was there. A little flat-footed swing from the back row by Wallnoffer. Here comes Gideon. Big swing. One-handed bring up by Wallnoffer on a dive. McKeel cross court. That one brought up by the freshman Williams. Gideon off the tape, dug by Kellner. Great rally. Huskies keep it alive. Big swing from McKeel, dug by Hughes. Flat-footed swing off the tape. Kept alive by the Huskies. Kellner pops one over. Now Ostrom. Setter dump try. Dug on a dive by Wallnoffer. Second contact. Poke across by Smith. Hughes is there. Great rally. Swing from Williams through the block and down. Excellent rally. Terminated by Nakia Williams, the 5'10 senior. What a fun rally that was.
That was fun volleyball.
11-9. Burwell with a 2-point lead in set 1. Fired over. Nemitz is there. Good jump set by Smith. Leads to a McKeel swing. Hughes with the dig. Poked across in 2 by Ostrom. They go to the middle to Hui. It's blocked back and down That was Nakia Williams blocking the swing of Lana Hui in the middle, one-on-one. First ace block for the Longhorns, 12-9. Now Burwell has opened up a 3-point lead after the Huskies led 8-7. Been a 5-1 run for Burwell since that point. Swing from Akila. That one brought up by Hughes. Joust at the net is won by Ostrom, and she gets it down. The setter, Kiera Ostrom, wins that joust over McKeel, and it's 13-9 Longhorns. Well, both teams using that 5-1 as we saw in the first match. McKeel takes a swing, second contact, and this one is about 4 inches too long along the baseline, and it will be a timeout taken by Coach Katie Boniface and the Huskies as the Longhorns have a lead here on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. We'll be back with more from Rock County after these messages.
No matter if it's loading hay to cleaning livestock facilities or any construction job, Mitchell Equipment and JCB have the proper equipment for you. JCB is a world leader in manufacturing material handling equipment to handle all your needs. With skid loaders, wheel loaders, and telescopic handling equipment, there is a tool to meet all your needs. When you couple each of those tools with Mitchell Equipment's excellent support, you win. Go ahead and take the step and contact Mitchell's today to learn more of what JCB can do for you. Check us out at mitchellgcb.com.
This is Omaha's premier sports bar with 4 locations in Elkhorn, Maple Street, Millard, and a new flagship Capitol location. Omaha's official watch party spot with game day giveaways.
And we're back here off the timeout. Welcome you back on KBRB. 14-9. It is Burwell with the lead off the timeout. A little poke over for Hui. Has Burwell out of system, and they're going to get called with a lift are the Longhorns. Good play by Lana Hui, just kind of off balance, got it over the net. And it is 14-10 Longhorns. The swing for Gideon is off the arms of Hui and down. Cora Gideon picks up her first kill. 5 Longhorns with a kill in this opening set. 15-10, Burwell's opened up a 5-point advantage here over the Huskies. Longhorns jump serve, a good one from Williams, played nicely by Nemitz. Nemitz pokes it away from the double block into that front row defense on the left side, just poked it away to her right, did Macy Nemitz. 3 early kills for Macy, and the Huskies get a point to claw back within 4. Good vision there, Connie.
That hole in the left front.
Serve played nicely by Hughes, pushed across by Hunt. Huskies control. This swing from Nemitz is brought up. Free pass across, back to the Huskies. Smith pushes it out left for McKeel. Winds up, shot blocked, but the Longhorns cover. Setter dump try by Ostrom, kept alive by the Huskies initially, but Kellner could not dig it out of the net, gets called for a lift. That'll be the second kill for setter Kiera Ostrom. And she is just so quick, Connie, on that setter dump. Disguises it well, and last minute just fires it over.
Well, and that's the advantage of jump setting a lot. So you don't know if she's going to set it or do the kill.
Good jump serve from Ostrom. Nice swing by Wallnoffer. Brought up nicely by the Longhorns. Gideon with a little dunk try. That one's covered by Caro. Kellner pokes it over. Simpson is there. Longhorns with it. Shot. Sends it long. Good rally won by the Huskies. It is 16-12 Burwell here in the first. That'll put McKeel back to the service line. Watch this jump serve from Olivia. Fires it with topspin. Dug nicely by Gideon on the serve receive. And this one through the block and down by Shaylee Hunt. Well, when you see McKeel at the service line, that's when the Huskies want to try to make up their ground. And the Burwell Longhorns did a nice job of getting the side out and taking McKeel off the service line. 17-12, Gideon now runs under a jump serve, sends it deep, plays Caro to the back wall, and nobody can reach it. Ace serve for Cora Gideon, third ace for the Longhorns here in this opening set, and Burwell all of a sudden has opened up a 6-point advantage at 18-12. Second one for Gideon, played across to Wallnoffer. Smith jump set, Emily with the swing. That dug by Hughes. Ostrom pushes left for shot, tips it over the block. Kellner is there. Left side, Wallnoffer through the block. One-handed bring up by Hughes, but they can't bring it out of the net. Wallnoffer gets her second kill. Boy, Hughes just doesn't let much hit the ground, Connie.
Well, you have Gideon and Hughes in back row there, and that's money passing.
18-13, Nemitz with the serve, little side spinner. Played by Hughes, left side. Here's Shot with the swing. That's long, no touch at the net. Attack error on the Longhorns. Back-to-back points for the Huskies as they climb back within 4. Yeah, Coach Morgan Alexander, you're right. She's up and down and talking to the kids for the Longhorns. Good serve by Nemitz has Burwell out of system. They'll get a little roll shot from Daw. Poked over by Kellner for the Huskies. Burwell controls, back set it for Shot. Punches it over. Huskies are there. Left side, here's Wallnoffer. Touched on the block. And we have a net violation whistled against Burwell. I think it's on Jenna Schott. And another point. Huskies have cut that 6-point deficit in half. 18-15. West Holt back within 3 as Nemitz continues to run at the line. This one drives Gideon deep. Out of system are the Longhorns. Another just little poke shot by Daw. Catches the tape and actually keeps the Huskies off balance. And the second contact goes into the rafters, and the Huskies can't get to it. That's a break for Burwell there as the Huskies were on a nice little run, but that point stops the 3-point run for West Holt. Hughes with the serve. Not much spin at all on that one. Played nicely by Nemitz. Here's a swing for Kellner into the middle. Hughes there for the dig. Setter dump try by Ostrom is good again. How about 3 kills, Connie, for the Burwell setter?
Well, when you have somebody passing, Hughes is a libero, is getting the assists to the setter.
And really, that's only possible when you have the setter playing in that 5-1 and in the front row. Can't do that if the setter's in a 6-2 and in the back row. This swing from the middle by Burwell, cut out of bounds by Nakia Williams. From the middle, tried to go to her right. Attack error is 20-16. How difficult is that to keep track of when you got a 5-1 on when the setter's in the front row and when she's not?
Well, that's the responsibility of the front row players to be calling out where that setter is.
Swing for Williams, brought up nicely by the Huskies, poked over by Hui, and it actually touches the block of Williams and down. So Lana with just a roll shot. Williams got a piece of the block and redirected it to the Burwell floor. Huskies back within 3 again, 20-17 here in set number 1. Serve from Kellner, drives Hughes deep. Ostrom there, goes right side to Shot. That one touched on the block, and the Huskies cover with McKeel. Swing from Wallnoffer, down the line is in. Wallnoffer picks up her 3rd kill, and the Huskies, just like that, have trimmed a 6-point deficit down to 2. It was 18-12. It's now 20-18, and a timeout from Coach Morgan Alexander and the Burwell Longhorns. We'll take one, too. Huskies with some momentum here in this first set, down by 2. More from Rock County after this.
Motivate you a little bit to get healthier quicker, but I thought it was cool. Engage Nicklin and
experience, reputation, and results. This is Laura Lee Frank at Bruner Frank Shoemaker, LLC. We pride ourselves on personal attention and solid results for your legal needs. We have law offices in both Kearney and Ainsworth for your convenience. Give us a call today.
Farm Bureau Financial Services of Ainsworth offers you auto, home, and life insurance, annuities, and IRAs. Contact Angie Davis, Farm Bureau Financial Services, located on Main Street in Ainsworth.
Chase Well Drilling, located 3 miles south of Ainsworth, serves this area with well drilling and windmill repairs and service. For all types of drilling, contact Delbert Smith of Chase Drilling, located 3 miles south of Ainsworth.
Well, hope we're here on KBRB, AM 14, 106.3. As off the timeout, sounds like we had maybe a little programming issue going on there, but we're back. It's 20-18 Burwell off the Longhorn timeout. They're going to get a kill from Zakia Daw, so apologize for that if we got knocked off there for a second. 21-18 Longhorns with the lead over the Huskies. Burwell led 18-12. Huskies rallied to get within 2 before that point off the timeout for the Burwell Longhorns. Serve across to the Huskies. Smith goes to Wallnoffer. Good tip try. Poked over by Ostrom, and second contact on a good dig by Shot. Big swing for McKeel. Hughes right there for another dig. Daw goes cross court, brought up one-handed by McKeel. Poked over to West to Burwell. Burwell with it. They go to Williams. That one dug. And Smith with the setter dump. Try shots there to cover. Back row attack. Gideon goes down the line and good. Cora Gideon, back row attack. Good rally. Won by the Longhorns. Burwell's put up 2 straight off of the timeout, and that's going to force West Holt to use its second timeout as Coach Katie Boniface will spend her second timeout with the Longhorns leading 22-18 here in set 1 on our Tri-County Bank scoreboard. Well, not sure how much we missed there, Connie. Sorry about that, folks. If we had something come in over the top, it sounds like we're all good now. Thank you to those folks who let us know we're back on and going. So, yeah, you know, it's early in the season. We're still working out some cobwebs. Had a headset that didn't want to work. My goodness. So we're live and in color, and sometimes the live part means you get a few hiccups with it. But, you know, we're also streaming video on our audio streaming on the North Central video stream. So appreciate North Central partnering with us on that and feeding our audio in to their streaming. So if you're watching video of this one, you're getting Connie and I's call as well as we send it out on KBRB AM 14 FM 106.3, KBRB.net. Coach's Corner going on over on FM 92, hearing the pregame with Coach Colin Sherman of Stewart and the coaching staff for Sumner Eddyville Miller ahead of Cody and Steve Camp with the call of six-man football. Off the timeout, Burwell just can poke one across. Here's a swing for Wallenhofer, blocked back but covered by Wallenhofer. They go right back to Emily, pokes it away from the double block. Good bring up by Daw, and a free pass across to the Huskies. Smith with a jump set in the middle for Huey. Sends one over. Good one-handed bring up by Hughes, working to her left and poked over. Another excellent rally left side. Here's Wallenhofer, tips it over the block. Brought up, now tipped back by Huey. Burwell controls. Free pass over to the Huskies. Smith goes left to Wallenhofer, loads up. That one dug by Gideon. Setter dump try by Ostrom. Nice cover by Kellner. Back over to Burwell. Here's a joust at the net, poked over by Daw and kept alive by the Huskies. Great play by Smith and McKeel. On the slide, here's Williams, cuts it across and down. Great rally one more time, and Nakia Williams ends it with a kill on the slide. Great volleyball there between the two teams, but a 5-point lead.
Never assume that the ball is down.
And it certainly wasn't on 2 or 3 occasions there when it looked like it would be. McKeel back row attack, dug by Hughes, but it goes over the net. Huey tries to put it away, but it's blocked by Ostrom. Smart play by Ostrom to get it away of that first contact swing by Huey. Now they go back to Williams. This time she can only send a free pass over. They this one tight to the net from Smith, and it's should have been 4 contact call. They call a touch on Burwell. Wow, that's a break for the Huskies to keep the point alive. Huey pokes it into an open hole. Lana Huey has her 3rd kill, and that's a huge point for the Huskies as they try to stay alive here in the first set. Burwell fans wanted a 4 contact call. The chair official signaled a Burwell touch that allowed the Huskies to continue that point. 23-19, Longhorns lead by 4. Huskies will need a run from Wallenhofer at the service line to avoid going down set point. Good serve, drives Gideon back. Ostrom sets it up for Williams, touched on the tape and kept alive by the Huskies. Smith will just send it down the line and just wide. Smith tried to give a tough little set shot, and it'll go just wide, and it is set point for Burwell. 24-19. It's been a competitive first set, but the Longhorns have 5 set points as this serve poked over to Nemitz. Bump set by Smith. McKeel loads up on the swing. Dug by Simpson, but it's into the net. Kill for Olivia McKeel. That's her first. 10th kill for the Huskies here in this first set. And West Holt fights off set point number 1. Set point number 2 for Burwell is Lana Huey to serve. This one into the middle to Hughes. Ostrom sets it up for Williams. Bounded down on the right side. Big swing, Nakia Williams. Biggest fastball we've seen from her in the second match for the Longhorns. And Burwell takes the first on that kill by Nakia Williams. 25-20 on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard. We're back with set number 2 from Rock County. Match 2 of this triangular. Burwell took the first match in 2 from North Central, and they win the first over the West Holt Huskies here in match number 2. We'll come back with more on KBRB in a moment.
Fontanelle, your game changer in the field. From local proven product recommendations to in-season advice to harvest insights, solutions you need, relationships you trust. Call Terry Kuchera, your local Fontanelle representative today, 402-992-8391.
For over 35 years, you have known them. House Financial Advisors is here for your income tax needs. Changing legislation has created an even greater need for sound tax planning advice. Our goal is to be your farm tax expert. We are committed to uncovering tax advantage strategies that can help you now and in the future. Securities and advisory services offered through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, a member FINRA, SIPC, a broker-dealer, and registered investment advisor.
A family of doctors caring for families. There is nothing more important than your family's health. That's why at Avera St. Anthony's Hospital in O'Neill, they make it their goal to provide you with comprehensive quality care every day. Avera St. Anthony's Hospital in O'Neill, Nebraska. Look no further. Red and White Market is your local community connection for high-quality food, friendly service, and great prices. Make sure to grab a delicious piping hot lunch. The deli starts serving at 11:30 weekdays. You can have it to stay or to go from Red and White Market on Highway 20 in Ainsworth. An uncontrollable urge to smile comes free with every cleaning. Put your family's dental care into the hands of Dr. Lofgreen and dental hygienist Morgan Dvorak at Atchison Family Dental Center. They're open and taking appointments now. New patients are always welcome. Get the healthy white smile you've always wanted at Atchison Family Dental Center, 506 North Hill Street in Atchison. For appointments, call 402-925-5444.
For metal salvage, call Roy's Auto in Stewart, 924-3211. Old cars, trucks, tractors, implements. Roy's Auto can turn that old metal into cash. Give them a call today, 924-3211. And make some room on your property by letting Roy's Auto take those old vehicles and make a little coin in your pocket in the process. They also do body work, sell used parts, and some auto sales too. Roy's Auto, right on Highway 20 on the west edge of Stewart. Call 924-3211 today.
Start the second set with a great serve from Ostrom, and the Huskies aren't able to get it across in 3 contacts as a swing from Walnoffer goes into the net. And boy, Sierra Ostrom, in addition to running the offense, she has got a great jump serve. She starts at the serve in that first position. This one played nicely by Caro, and McKeel with a little two-handed shove. Gideon is there. They back set it to shot. Nice dig by Smith. The Huskies have to chase down second contact, and the swing just long from McKeel. That's the second time she's missed that back line by about 4 inches. And it's a 2-0 start here in set 2 for the Longhorns. Up a set, winning the first, 25-20. Tip try from McKeel, covered by Gideon. There is a swing from Hunt. That's brought up by Walnoffer. Swing from Nemitz, brought up by Hughes. Down the line and into the middle. Actually, from the right side and into the middle goes Jenna Schott. That is Schott's first kill here against West Holt. She had 5 in that win over North Central. 3-0 Longhorns. Jump serve again from Ostrom. Played nicely by Nemitz. Bump set. They go to Nemitz. Pokes it deep. Hughes is there. Set dump is good again. Boy, is Kiera Ostrom. Anytime she's got that ball tight to the net on the pass, she's using that setter dump.
Well, and the key is, you've got a libero that's passing right to the net, so she has options.
Good serve from Ostrom on the slide. Nemitz is into the net, and it's a quick 5-0 start for Burwell. West Holt was scrappy in set number 1. They led it 8-7, forced a Burwell timeout, then got down 18-12, came back to get within 2, and a quick timeout on an ace serve by Ostrom as Katie Boniface has seen enough. 6-0 start for the Longhorns. How about this, Connie? Kiera Ostrom, the setter, leading the Longhorns in kills with 4.
Yeah. And you know what sets that up is the excellent pass from serve receive from the libero.
Well, we'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with more as Burwell jumps out to a 6-0 lead on set number 2. Actually, we'll just keep it right here this time. As West told, just a quick timeout. They're already back on the floor and ready to play, so they only use about half the time needed in that 1-minute timeout. But a great start for Burwell, trying to sweep their way to a 3-0 start and take both matches of this triangular. Reminder, North Central will be back on the floor in match number 3 to take on these West Holt Huskies. 6-0 Longhorns going right to left in those long sleeve purple uniforms. This serve played nicely by Wallnoffer on the slide. Nemitz touched on the block by Schott. Hughes tracks it down, back set it for Gideon into the middle. Nice dive by Caro to keep it alive and pushed over in 2 by the setter, Laney Smith. Cross-court attack by Gideon. Great play by Smith to try to get it centered, diving toward the West Holt bench, but it's going to be a kill for Cora Gideon, her third, and the Burwell run to start the set continues, and again, it's the serving of Kiera Ostrom. 7-0 Longhorns. This one down the line and in as the Huskies thought it might stay wide. Second ace serve in this run to start the set by Ostrom. 8-0 Longhorns. Kiera Ostrom has been basically putting in a pretty good resume for one of our performers of the match at the end of the night. Swing for McKeel, fires it through the double block, and a lift called on Shaylee Hunt as McKeel gets the kill. Boy, she fired that one right through a double block and had enough strength on it to get it over to the Burwell side. That ends the 8-1 run. Good serve from Laney Smith. Middle, there's the swing and down for Shaylee Hunt as she gets it through the block of Nemitz. 9-1 Longhorns here in set number 2. Burwell took the first 25-20. Into the match comes Zakia Daw. To the service line, Cora Gideon runs under a jump serve. Burwell serving it really well in this second match, and that's an ace for Gideon. How about 6 ace serves now for Burwell, Connie, against just 1 service error in this match?
Yeah, they're just serving really aggressive right now, and you know, fastest way to score points is an ace serve. Second fastest is serve and block.
I said last week West Holt served it well and they receive well. This is a little different animal they're seeing here in Burwell. Back row attack by Wallnoffer, dug, but it's overpass and put away by Macy Nemitz. Good play by Nemitz as Ostrom couldn't quite get her hand on that one as the overpass sailed toward the net and Nemitz put it away. That is Macy's 4th kill. 10-2. Burwell here in the second took the first 25-20. Jump serve Olivia McKeel, but played nicely by Hughes. Left side for Schott, rolls it down the line and good. Boy, that was one she kind of turned sideways and then just kind of had the hook shot swing right down the line.
Yeah, she saw the line open and she took enough off of it that it dropped in front of the back row player.
Hughes, the libero, another tough serve. McKeel plays it nicely. Setter dump try by Smith. Gideon right there. This one just a poke across by Burwell. Smith bump set to Wallnoffer, tips it away from the double block. One-handed bring up by Hughes. What a play. And pushed over by Gideon. West Holt in system. Smith goes on the slide to Nemitz, fires it down the line and good. Hughes couldn't get to it. She hoped it went long, and Nemitz gets another one. That's her 5th kill. Good setup on the slide by Laney Smith. 11-3, though. Burwell enjoys an 8-point advantage early stages of set 2 with a set in their pocket. Schott will just have a free pass across. Kellner has to set it up as Smith took first contact. Oh, what a play. Wallnoffer just tried to poke it over. Schott just poked it right back, and West Holt couldn't recover that quickly, so Schott will get the kill. 12-3. Longhorns by 9 here in the second as Jenna Schott to the service line. All 3 of Schott's kills have come here in the second set. Swing for Kellner through the double block and down. Courtney Kellner, the 5'7" senior, gets her first kill. She came in second set of the first match last week after freshman Abby Davis tweaked a knee. Davis is in uniform but not playing in this one, at least thus far. 12-4. Serve across to Hughes, left side, big swing from Williams. Nice bring up by McKeel. Smith gets to it, but the free pass attempt from Huey into the net. Lana says, my bad. 2 good plays from McKeel and Smith on a great swing from the Longhorns, but it's 13-4. Burwell on top, and Caitlin Simpson, the freshman, to serve and play the back row. Goes down the line with this one. McKeel is there. Smith gets it to Wallnoffer. That swing is long. No touch at the Burwell net. Attack error on the Huskies and a timeout, the second and final taken by Coach Katie Boniface, as she's had to burn too early, as the Burwell Longhorns have opened up a 10-point advantage here in set number 2 on KBRB.
Vieira Wireless is your one-stop shopping destination for all of your communication needs. Whether you're looking for cell phone, accessories, home internet service, or home phone service, Vieira has you covered with the lowest rates and the best coverage in the industry. Stop on down at our store corner of Highway 20 in Main and Ainsworth. Vieira Wireless, we are where you are.
When it comes to healthcare, the providers at the Ainsworth Family Clinic set a standard in quality that aims to exceed your expectations. Dr. Mel Campbell and nurse practitioners Michaela Ostick and Jennifer Schermeyer. Better never stops at the Ainsworth Family Clinic.
And we welcome you back on AM 14, FM 106.3, KBRB.net, as Burwell has a 14-4 advantage over West Holt here in set 2, trying to sweep their way to 2 wins in this triangular. Serve has the Huskies out of system. Smith will just have to push one across. Good serving by the Longhorns, tipped over by Williams. Couple of Huskies run into each other, but played over by McKeel on a nice job just to keep it off the floor. Set deep on a great play from the left side. Good vision by Cora Gideon. Huskies were still scrambling after a couple of back row players ran into each other trying to keep the ball off the floor. As they tried to recover, Cora Gideon just noticed the back cross court was wide open, and she just set it deep. Now the Huskies bump it into each other, as this one will be a touch call. Break for West Holt, as the overpass was touched by Simpson and then fell on the Burwell side of the floor. So that'll give a point to West Holt. Again, the Huskies are out of timeouts. They trail the Longhorns 15-5. Burwell 2-0 on the year. Huskies 0-2. Second match for Burwell. This one eats up Hughes, and it's an ace serve. Boy, a rare misfire for Katie Hughes from that libero spot. And it's an ace serve for Emily Wallnoffer, the first ace of the match for West Holt. 15-6. Wallnoffer down the line. This one played by Gideon. They go to Gideon on the left side. Goes with a little palm shot. Here's a swing for McKeel. Touched on the block and saved by Hunt. Gideon again. Touched on the block. Dug by Wallnoffer. They set it up for McKeel cross court. Nice play by the freshman Williams to bring it up. Poked over in 2. And guess who? Kiera Ostrom with another setter dump. Her 5th kill to lead the Longhorns from the setter spot. And it's 16-6.
She's helping her teammates get a lot of assists.
Yeah, that's for sure. Not hogging all the set assists when you get 5 kills yourself. Right side swing for Huey. Touched on the block. Brought up by the Longhorns. Here is Gideon. That one cross court touches the line. Cora Gideon, Connie, her placement has been excellent here in the second set. That is her 5th kill. 17-6. Longhorns in control here in the second. This one played by Nemitz. Swing for McKeel through the double block and down. Olivia gives a big fist pump after she tooled the double block right through them both. Down. That's a 5'6" Olivia McKeel against 5'9", 5'10". She got it through. Serve from Huey, played by Gideon. Ostrom goes right back to Gideon. Sets one into the middle. Huey is there. Smith on the back set to Nemitz. Touched on the block by Gideon. Nice job staying home. That time the setter dump try for Ostrom hits the net. That might be her first error on that setter dump try. And
yeah,
it'll be
she's
a point.
got a real high hitting percentage right now.
Yes, she does. 17-8. Burwell in control. Quick for the middle to Gideon. A little mistimed. Wallnoffer there for the dig. Here's McKeel again through that double block. And, boy, West Holt wanted a double contact instead. It's an ace block for Macy Nemitz. Boy, Husky fans wanted a double touch called on Burwell after the block. But instead, Nemitz gets the ace block, and a quick timeout now taken by Coach Morgan Alexander for the Longhorns. 17-9, Burwell in command. Huskies trying to rally and keep this match alive. They're down a set and down by 8 here in the second.
GrowVantage provides area farmers with elite products and services. For a proven yield advantage, visit with Brad Arns at GrowVantage, East Highway 20 Ainsworth. They're your local Pioneer Seed Agency. With you from the word go.
Quality Construction, Posel Construction of Long Pine, a family-owned business specializing in all forms of general contracting. They're your local dealer for Pella Windows. Matt and Jess Posel. Call 402-273-2929.
17-9, Burwell leading West Holt here in the second from Rock County on KBRB, AM 14 106.3 and KBRB.net. Off the timeout, swing is into the net for Shaylee Hunt. So the Huskies get another point after the Burwell timeout and trying to claw their way back. They've been down by as many as 11 in this second set, and they're now down 7, and they'll get a free pass from the Longhorns. Smith will go on the slide to Nemitz. Fires it cross court and good. Best offensive play of the night for West Holt. Perfectly set up by Smith, and Nemitz terminates.
Well, West Holt, they're not tall block or hitters, so the setter's pulling the sets off the net a little bit so that the West Holt hitters can swing hard without being blocked.
There's a good touch on 2 just to keep that one alive by Ostrom. Cross court, McKeel dug by the freshman Williams, and then a double contact called as Ostrom needed some help. I believe it was Hunt that tried the set there and gets called for double contact. 17-12. You see that happen when the setters can't reach it. Sometimes those players that aren't used to setting the ball get called for double contact. Left side swing, Gideon through the block. Dug by the Huskies, but nobody can get to it on second contact. Stewie got her arms underneath it, but sent it toward the bottom portion of the net. Longhorns get the kill as Gideon's 6th. 18-12. Longhorns stopped the bleeding there a little bit. Huskies have gone back within 6 here. Good serve received by Walnoffer. McKeel with a great swing, poked over but out of bounds, and 2 by Hunt as Hughes yet got another arm on a ball. But that was an excellent swing for Olivia McKeel. Her 4th kill, I believe all have come here in this second set. 18-13, served into the net for the Huskies. That's Laney Smith as we've been through a rotation. And it's a 6-point advantage for the Longhorns. Back into the front row comes Zakia Daw as Simpson out. And Cora Gideon to the service line. Runs under a jump serve, and she trades service errors. That's the second service error for Burwell, 4 on West Holt. 19-14. Longhorns by 5. Huskies need a rally, and they've got their best server at the line, Olivia McKeel. Floats one down the line. Good play by Hughes just to get to it. Daw with a little roll shot. Dug by McKeel. Smith into the middle for Nemitz. Cuts one down the left side and good. But again, Hughes got an arm underneath it, but sent it firing into the net. That is the 7th kill for Macy Nemitz. 19-15. Huskies a nice rally here to get within 4, and the second timeout will be used by Coach Morgan Alexander for Burwell, as the Huskies have trailed by as many as double digits here in this second set, and they've got it back within 4 at 19-15. We'll take a quick break on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard as Burwell tries to close out the sweep of the Huskies and the sweep of this triangular.
If you have a demand for concrete, call on Ainsworth Ready Mix to get your project started. Residential, commercial, or industrial concrete jobs, they're committed to providing quality products at an affordable price at Ainsworth Ready Mix. Proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics.
Give your internet the muscle you need. Go local with Warp Networks Incorporated, wirelessly connecting Stuart, Atkinson, and the surrounding area to the world, offering unlimited internet plans. Pick what works best for you. No data caps, no contracts, no pressure. Reliable, affordable, and local. Rise above the rest. Get connected with Warp Networks Incorporated in Stuart. Learn more at warpnetworks.us or call 402-302-0436.
Well, off the Burwell timeout, a kill for Jenna Schott to end the West Holt run. 20-15, and this one will be an ace serve for the Longhorns. So a good timeout there for Coach Alexander as the Huskies got back into this one, but Hughes with the ace serve after the kill by Jenna Schott, and all of a sudden it's back to a 6-point match, 21-15. This serve catches the rafter on the serve received by Caro. Serve received it well, but it got up high, clipped a rafter. Nobody from the Huskies caught it, and that's another ace serve back-to-back by Katie Hughes. Has Burwell 3 points away from the match. This serve played by McKeel. They'll go left side, swing for Walnuffer. Touched on the block, dug by guess who? Katie Hughes. And this swing is into the net for Nakia Williams, so the Huskies get the point. 22-16. Huskies trail by 6. They lost the first 25-20. West Holt will stay on the floor and take on North Central in match number 3. Send this one left, touched on the block, but down. And that is Nakia Williams getting her 4th kill. And Burwell is 2 away from a W. 23-16 Longhorns. And now shots going to get taken out, as in will come Chloe Copsey, 5'5" junior. Coach Alexander giving the junior a chance to serve, left-hander, and she sends it over. And it's off the arms of Walnuffer. There's that left-handed spin.
Just a little different angle.
The ace serve for Copsey. That is the 9th ace serve for Burwell. West Holt with just 1. And it is match point for the Longhorns at 24-16. This serve has the Huskies out of system, and they won't get to it. How about that from Chloe Copsey? She comes in for the first time, back-to-back ace serves to close it out as Burwell defeats West Holt in the match number 2, 25-20, 25-16. The Longhorns will head to the south with 2 wins in their pocket from this triangular and a 3-0 start to the season. Your Tri-County Bank match final, Burwell 25, 25-16 over the Huskies.
Scott Rizlitska here with Wheeler Feed. My cell phone number is 402-358-2083. Give me a call. Let me help develop a program that fits your Sand Hills area farmer ranch. 2 states, many locations. We deliver. And as always, consultation and building a program is free. Give me a call at 402-358-2083.
Chores may not get the looks, but they still have to get done. At Triple R Tire, they have the tires on hand that meet the demands of what today's farmers and ranchers expect from their tires. Quality, performance, coverage, and affordability. Designed and manufactured to consistently exceed those demands mile after mile, job after job, and season after season. When it comes to tires and expert service, Triple R Tire in Atkinson will come through for you from start to finish. Phone 402-925-5633.
No one can see into the future. The ranching and farming business is tough with decreasing margins and the input costs going up. North Central Insurance has multiple companies to